What is that? Sunshine? Is that the sun? Woohoo! It feels good out here. Warm, sunshiny. Oh, it's nice. It feels like spring. Actually, it almost feels like summer. So, Lee has been out here cleaning. He has been raking leaves and burning them and cleaning up around the cherry bush, cherry tree, man king cherry bush, and just cleaning up out here. Looking good, looking good. We still got a long way to go. There's old Tippy. He's limping a little bit. He's probably been into something in the creek. Did you get into something in the creek? Got your foot hurt? Huh? All right. Chasing squirrels?
Yeah, one of them probably whipped him.
Whooped him. All right. It's nice out here. So, I need to wash my car because I have that old mud rain. Something we never heard of before. I hadn't. Me and Lee hadn't. I am 62 in October and had never heard of mud rain. We have never had mud rain here that I know of. Anyway, I need to wash it off. All right, so the chickens, we got lots going on out here. So we got to start cleaning up the yard, during the winter time. Sometimes you just pile stuff up and let things pile up here and there because it's cold and snowy and you don't want to go put it where it belongs or throw it away. You just pile it up. And I've done that over here by the other porch. Got to watch him. He used to be really good. Now he's gotten to where he'll come after me a little bit.
Scared of him.
Yeah, well, he better be scared of me. So I've made a pile over here. See, he was fixing to get me then. He was fixing to come after me. I don't have my stick. Yeah, he was fixing to get me then. He don't like me walking around out here in his territory. All right. I made a pile here. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. That's where I cleaned off the screened-in porch. And I didn't put that stuff where it should have went because it was cold and snowy. And I just kind of dumped it off the porch and figured I'd get it later. And later is now. I'm fixing to clean that mess up and put it where it belongs or throw it away. Some of it just needs throwing away. I just didn't. I just was cleaning off my porch and dumped it there. So that's fixing to get picked up. And look, I've got some sedum, autumn sedum, I think it's called. House leek, we used to call it. Anyway, got some of that in a bucket coming up. And I do have some of the peonies here on each side of the steps. They're starting to come up. You can see them all up in there. They're just coming up. Out here, where Lee, he fixed my little shed up. And we've got to work on the greenhouse next. The greenhouse has kind of gotten in bad shape. We've got the stuff. We just got to get to time to get it done. But he fixed up my shed and we pulled some stuff out of there. And all of this stuff needs cleaning up and putting back in there or throwing away. The door, the old door, that needs throwing away. And some of that needs cleaning up. He don't like me being out here, I don't think. Clean all that up and get that put up. And these bee boxes that I don't use. My daughter's going to take them, but she hadn't gotten them yet. And here's my shed. Here's the new door. So Lee got this fixed up for me this year. And I think I've showed this once, but I got some metal shelving units. And I'm starting to stack stuff back up in here. And it's a good little storage. He fixed it up. It was in really bad shape and was raining in it. And a lot of stuff that was in here being stored got ruined. So he fixed it up really nice. And it's got some outlets, got some little outlets. And I'm going to straighten it up better and try to really stack it up where I can put more in here. And we're going to heat it and cool it. So I would like to clear off a couple of shelves for maybe even my canned goods and stuff, because we're going to keep it controlled temperature. I couldn't think. Sometimes I can't think of the words I want to use, you know. But anyway, it's a nice little storage building he fixed up for me. So, gonna work on that. Definitely got to work on this greenhouse. It has seen better days. Got some March flowers coming up. And we are going to work on the chicken coop this year too. It needs some work. I don't know if we're going to fix this one or build a whole new one. We're talking about building a whole new one. So anyway, it has served its purpose. We've used it for how long? At least 16 years. At least 16 years. Probably longer than that, I'm going to say. But the door is getting in bad shape. And, yeah, all of it's getting in bad shape, really, but especially that door. But he wants to do it a little different. Make it a little different this time. So I think we're going to just redo the whole thing. Build a whole new one. And I would really like to try the deep, and I know we think we tried that before, but we really didn't do it right, the deep bedding method. Yeah. I would like to try that. We've kind of tried it before, but I don't think we really done it right. We didn't have it deep enough in there. And you can take, I saw where somebody done sand, and we tried that, and I wasn't real thrilled with that. But I have seen somebody do it with straw, but deep. And she said she only had to clean out once a year. So, did you see that hole in the fence over there? I don't know if anything can get in there. But there's a little hole over there in that fence, in that, go into that other cage. Go into that rabbit cage.
Yeah, that's the reason why I got.
Okay,
that
it's
other
fine.
block
Okay,
off
they can't
over
get in there. Okay,
So they can't.
all right, all right.
Nothing get in there. Yeah, it's been like that for
I hadn't noticed
a couple
it.
of years.
Oh, no, I hadn't even noticed it. Okay, well, yeah, the chicken coop's not horrible, just except that door, really. It needs cleaning out again, but that door's what's really bad.
That's because some of them posts there started rotting off and sinking down.
All right. So,
That's why it's got to be fixed.
moving on. He better leave me alone. I'm going to have to get my stick because he's going to keep trying me. I have a stick that I hold him off with. This is a good firm one, though. This is a good firm stick. I'll just kind of keep him back with it. He knows. He knows, but he'll try me every time. And then the rabbit cages, I think we can take the plastic off of them soon. We put plastic up to keep the cold wind off of them. We can probably take that off. We probably could take it off now, really, because we're not going to have any bad cold weather anymore. We might get a few few nights drop down. Let them have sunshine and Yeah, so he built those last year. We had some old one of those that were in bad shape, so he rebuilt and redone all that last year. And I keep totes underneath them to catch the poo and put it in the compost pile. And we just done that. We just emptied all that out and put in the compost pile last weekend. And so they're doing real good. This is Miss Bunny. They need to be bred soon. Miss Bunny and Bitty Bunny and Mr. Bunny. That's all we had for a long time. But this last bunch we had, we kept another female. And that wasn't our bunch, was it? That was out of Supreme's bunch.
No, that was from
Scott.
Scott.
Scott gave us that. I was going to say, we're not breeding. Yeah, no, this is from somebody else. Yeah. Anyway, somebody gave us their rabbits and we butchered them, but we kept one female.
We kept one
to have another female. Anyway, so that's what he done last year. That's the grow out cages there. And then the 3 main breeders on this side. So we've got a really good rabbit hutch system going on here. I'm real proud of that. And it works really well and everything goes well with that. We used to have these, let's see, we used to have these kind of watering things where you put that up there. And I don't see the other little pieces. Anyway, then you stick your water bottle in here and you have a piece that goes around it. But we don't like those as well as these. So that's what we ended up getting for all of them. It's those that clip on. So you just pop that out and pop it back in. And it's a whole lot easier. Especially in the wintertime when it's cold and you want to hurry. And so this is a greenhouse we had that was one of those that you buy that has the green mesh plastic. And that plastic did not last long at all. It lasted 1 season. And then it started dry rotting and the wind was tearing it up. So it's just a frame right now. And now he had done the wood around the frame to keep it in good and got it down in the ground good. So the wind didn't bother it all except for the plastic. So we're going to buy more plastic and put on that if we decide to keep it as a greenhouse. We also discussed making it a chicken run, in which case we would put chicken wire on it and then build the coop down at one end. So we would build the wooden coop and boxes, nesting boxes at one end, and then put chicken wire all over that and use that as the run. So we're considering what we want to do, greenhouse or chicken coop. And that would kind of give us our frame to start a whole new chicken coop with for the run anyway. All right, moving on to where I need to be after I clean up that pile out there. I've got to get in here to the raised beds. This is my herb garden. I plant other stuff in it besides herbs, but I still call it a herb garden. But I usually do some tomatoes and a little bit of vegetables in here. And it needs cleaning out. It's ready to be cleaned out and start new stuff. Now, I do have some herbs in here that are perennial. So they keep coming up. And they'll be, actually, I think some of them's already coming up. But anyway, and then I have, of course, the arches I plant stuff on. I've put, 1 year I put Kajari melon on it. And the next year I done scarlet runner beans. And last year I done the Christmas beans. And I am seriously considering just doing green beans on them this year, because we don't like pole beans. We do bush green beans, but we do still have some pole green beans that we haven't planted because we didn't like them. We didn't like the way they run. Not that we didn't like the taste of them, but we just didn't like having to put up something for them to run on. And since I do have these 2 arches, I thought I could maybe go ahead and use those green beans up, those pole beans up, and put them on here this year to use them instead of just wasting them. So anyway, here's my little door to my gate to keep the chickens out. This was to keep the chickens and the deer out. It does not keep the cats out. I wished it would keep the cats out, but it does not. So the cats get in here and scratch around and poop. And so let's see. And it does have some grass in it. I'm going to have to pull all that grass out coming up. And that is, that never really died completely out, I don't think. That is my lavender. I actually could cut that back and use that. And it may be kind of dried, but it's not completely dead. Anyway, I may cut that back and take that in. And then this should come back. That's that sage, that weird sage. And then he does have to work on so all of the sides are fine, but all of my railing is starting to rot. And this one's completely off over here. He's going to have to fix those. But look at all the yarrow coming up. Yay. Last year, my yarrow had died out. I'm going to have to get in here and weed already. Last year, my yarrow had died out, and I started some more, and it's doing great. Look at that. Yes. Happy about that. There's where I had a tomato. But I got to clean all this out, and there's my little, like a green stalk, only this one's an off-name brand. I need to get it put together and put herbs in it on the porch. And then I have that wire I can run something on. I have an echinacea plant that'll come back up. And there's thyme over here. I think it don't look like it completely died out either. Look at that. Or it's already coming back up. That's a piece of that stuff that, I need to get that out of there. Here's my thyme, and it's already got new pieces on the thyme, but look, one of those fell in here. That's some kind of, it's like a moss that, it's kind of a flower. It's a moss, but a piece of that has fell in here, and I need to get that out and move it somewhere else. So, I just got a splinter in my hand. I'm going to have to stop this and get this splinter out real quick. All right, that's already coming back up too. And that is my bee balm. And it is coming back out there. Yep, nicely. So this is my lemon balm, and I did not think that it was coming back out yet. Just glancing over here, it looks like it's still dead, but if you look way down in there, it is coming out. Way down in there. It's coming out. That's awesome. I'm excited. Can't wait. And this was catnip. Catnip is starting to come out just a little. Right there. And right there. Yep. Oh, and over here. There's a big piece of it coming way over here. And then my oregano. Let's see if it's coming out too. Should be. Yep. Way down in there. Way down in there, oregano's coming out. That's awesome. I can't wait. It's getting me excited. Oh, I smell the oregano. So that's what I need to be working on. That pile up there, I need to get put away. Well, 2 piles. The first pile I showed you, and then the pile that needs to be cleaned up, put back in the shed. And then I need to start on these beds. And as soon as I get these beds cleaned out in the next few days, then I'm going to go ahead and plant some of my early crops, my lettuce and kale and Swiss chard and radishes. Those I for sure can go ahead and plant because our last frost date is April 12th. And you can go ahead and plant early crops up to 6 weeks. 6 weeks before your last frost date. You can plant those early things. Lettuce, spinach. I don't think I said spinach the first time. Lettuce, spinach, kale, Swiss chard, radishes. I can go ahead and plant here anytime. I'm only going to be about 4 weeks from the last frost date. So I need to get this done and get some of that in the ground. And keep an eye on my herbs that are already coming up. They should be fine, and I don't think we'll have no hard freeze or anything left, hopefully. We could, but hopefully not. And even if we do, I don't think it'll hurt them because some of these never did really die out completely like that lavender. I'm surprised that lavender didn't. So, anyway, that's about it for right now. There's the horse. He's blind, but he still gets around good. We don't want to... I suggested putting him down, but Lee won't do it. So we just let him wander around out there blind. But he does fine, really. I just feel sorry for him because he's blind, but he still knows where he's going, it seems like. But he's blind as a bat. But he stays kind of close to his lean-to over there. And he is like, gosh, he's old. He's probably getting close to 30 now. When we got him, he was supposed to be 15 years old. And we've had him, gosh, probably 20 years. So that would be 35. I don't know if he's that old. But he's getting close to 30 at least. At the least. So anyway, so I have one more. Let's check this. This is my mint. I need to clean that out. And I bet you there is mint down in there. I guarantee it. With that other stuff coming up. I see a little bit. I need to get that cleaned out so the sunshine can get in there. Oh, yeah. That's got to be cleaned out. Anyway, that whole trough is full of mint. And, yeah, I need to get this old cleaned out so it's got room to, or sunshine coming in and room. Yeah, got to work on that too. All right. That's what we're working on in Lee's garden. Lee has planted onions and potatoes. He planted onions a couple of weeks ago, and he just planted potatoes. And that's all we've got so far. We don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, because sometimes we do. But I've got cabbage and broccoli started in the house. And I will won't put that out for till last frost, about last frost or a little before. Anyway, but not many of them's coming up, so I may end up still having to buy some because I've only got 2 broccolis and 3 cabbage coming up. So I may still end up buying some. And then I'm fixing to plant tomatoes and peppers inside. So that's what we're working on, y'all. Whoop. Oh, fence. I don't want to shut good. All right. There we go. Okay. All right, y'all. Oh, it is so nice out here. I'm fixing to shut this down and go get me some gloves and start picking up all that stuff and getting it put up so I can get out here, because this is where I really want to be. So thanks for watching, y'all. Y'all give us a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe, and watch me live for a lunch live on Tuesday at 11 Central. I'm keeping my eye on that rooster because I left my stick back there. I need to go get my stick. So that's what we're up to. Fixing to do, doing and fixing to do. And what we're working on coming up soon. And everything's just looking beautiful. It's just amazing. It feels so good. And I don't even have a jacket on. I have long sleeves on, but I don't have a jacket on because it just feels so good out here. I don't know what the temperature is, but I'm going to say it's probably at least 60. Probably 60 out here. So it's really nice. And everything's budding. The apple tree in front of me there is budding. And the cherry bush that I showed a while ago is budding. And probably a whole lot of other things. So, thanks for watching, y'all. And don't forget, I will be live Tuesday at 11 Central.